What's up guys, Alberto Big Boost here. Today I'm gonna be taking the rest of my engine apart and I gotta take it to the machine shop so I can get it machined, bored over and decked so I can accept the new pistons, new head gasket, a new setup that I'm gonna be running this time. So hopefully my engine lasts for at least a few months of abuse and not blow up on my next drift event. One cool thing, I got a table to actually be able to work on stuff and not put stuff on the floor. I got the engine here in the stand. I brought the pressure washer that I had left at Adam's house. We're using it over there to clean stuff. So I'm gonna use it to wash the engine parts over there. And also I gotta pressure wash the engine bay on the car because it's super oily from the blow-by and when the fitting came loose from the valve cover. I haven't tested this yet, but also I'm using a microphone attachment. So I wired up a lapel microphone, which is this little thingy right here on top of the camera, and hopefully this might solve the audio issue that I'm having where I sound great when I'm in front of the camera but sound horrible when I'm on the back side of the camera. So hopefully it sounds the same this time. It's a testing thing. If it does work, I'm just gonna keep using that and maybe then upgrade to a wireless lapel microphone and see how it goes. All right, let's get started. One very annoying part that I didn't want to do on this engine is that I have to remove the exhaust manifold. And the issue is that the way that BMW exhaust manifolds are set up, they have 4 studs per runner. That means I have 24 studs to remove. And the front ones are pretty uncomfortable, so I'm gonna get to that and then continue with the rest. The engine is fully disassembled now, and here's one thing that's very important. I want to take the bearings off and I'm gonna reuse them. As you can see, there's absolutely no damage. That means the clearances are perfect and there's no need to buy new bearings every time you rebuild your engine. I'm not rebuilding because it broke crankshaft or rod knock or anything, so these bearings you can put them right back, but I'm gonna remove them so they don't get lost at the machine shop or damaged. So what I'm gonna be doing is I grab 6 little Ziploc bags and I'm gonna label them 1 through 6 and put the corresponding bearings from the block and the cap in each corresponding bag and save them. That way when I rebuild the engine I can put those right back in. I ended up pressure washing the engine bay because it was really dirty from the oil leftover, and now it's all nice and clean. I'm just letting it dry and forget it. So I can go ahead and close this up. Now the engine is drying up. I also spray WD-40 on all the bare metal surfaces so it doesn't rust. The heads over there also all clean. So now I just gotta back this up and take it to the machine shop. Guys, I almost forgot to say it, but there's 7 caps. I labeled 6 before, so I had to get another bag. This thing won't even focus on it. Come on, focus. Really? That's the oil squirter that goes inside the main cap that squirts oil onto the bottom of the piston. Make sure to remove those. You don't want to get those lost at the machine shop since they wiggle off. So I took those off as well. Guys, so I made it to the machine shop, and on the way here, almost getting to the machine shop, the AC compressor on the Ford Explorer died. Like almost, I was like, what is this really bad noise and burnt smell? And when I opened the door, I was like, oh my god, what is that? I turn off the AC and it goes, it's like, oh my god, so the AC compressor died. Here, I'm gonna drop off the engine now. I'm talking to Rob, which is the owner of this place. It's Central Florida Machine and Speed. This is located in Winter Garden, Florida. This is also where I used to take all of my engines when I had Kaizen, and this is where Adam's SR20 initially came to get machined as well when we did it the first time. Also, if you guys didn't know, this is a place where Enjuku Racing also gets their engines machined and assembled at. So it's really good people. It's really awesome. So he actually was on the phone earlier with wiseco, so he can get the right tolerances and clearances to machine the piston and everything. So they know what they're doing, and I don't trust anybody else but them to take my stuff too. These are my custom wiseco pistons. So these are 881 compression. They have full skirt coating, and they have all the services done to it, so hopefully this lasts and holds a lot of boost. I have the work order here from wiseco, so after speaking to them, we're gonna go a little bit looser on the bore size so the piston has more room to expand, running higher boost. Also, I was talking to Rob about what piston ring gap to run, and we already set that up, so I'm gonna run a little bit looser on the ring gaps. That way I won't be breaking pistons again, and this engine will last me for a very long time. Well, it looks it looks like it's just open windows now, and then this stupid door that keeps beeping at me. It's like, come on, stupid door, stop. So anyways, I got some delicious Starbucks and a delicious hot chocolate, so I can finally go home now. And then I gotta keep cleaning up the mess that I made in the garage so I can then go eat later tonight. Let's get to work. All right, finally home. Now I gotta clean this big mess that I have over here. So I have the table, at least the table I was able to use it. I don't have everything on the floor because I have my crappy toolbox that I gotta upgrade soon. I have a giant toolbox and now I have to use this because this is what I can have inside the car and work at home. So I got all the bolts for the engine right here. These are the ones that hold the engine to the engine stand. I have my camshaft trays with the lifter trays here with all the lifters put where they need to be. So I'm probably gonna wrap this up and then put them away maybe in my room or something so they don't get damaged. And then I have this bin over here with the camshafts. I got the valve cover there. I have all the engine important parts in here sealed away. And then I have the pressure washer and the crankshaft is over there. You can see my nice beautiful blue forged crankshaft from BMW. All right, I was finally able to clean up the garage. Now Jason can park the car back inside. The garage is pretty clean. That's not my stuff. The area that I was using is no longer there. Everything is neatly packed over here. So I got a box of very important things. There's like mostly head stuff over here. I got the lifters trays in there, the oil filter housing, engine internal parts, valve cover, intake manifold. Also, I'm thinking about probably painting the valve cover a different color since wrinkled black finish is kind of like peeling off from the heat. I might as well do a different color on that. Comment below if you want to see the valve cover of a different color. Maybe blue, since I'm gonna paint the color of the car blue or something. I don't know. Probably try that out. Also, crankshaft, make sure you don't leave that like exposed to the elements. So it's fully oiled and I bagged it. It's only gonna be bagged for like probably like 2 or 3 days while the parts are getting machined. I also got my nice little table over here, which I finally have a work table for the garage. So I fold it away. You know, one part that's really amazing about this thing is that my exhaust manifold that I made out of like stainless steel thin tubing, this is actually Vibrant Performance exhaust tubing that I use. It's thin walls, like 16 gauge or something, or 18 gauge. And it's holding up to the boost no problem. It hasn't cracked at all anywhere. You can see even got this nice cool little rainbow color on the flange. But it's working and it's making a lot of power. Well guys, it's time to end the video for today. Please hit the like button and subscribe. It really means a lot to me. I'm gonna be doing all the fixes on the E36 from now on. So now the engine is getting machined. While the engine is getting machined, I'm gonna try to see if I keep working on the aesthetics of the car. One of the things I really have to do is that I have to cut the rear inner fenders more so I can lower the car on the back. This is really high. And then also I got new speakers installed in the car. I got aluminum door panels. I got the NervTech center console thing so I can put the buttons there and I'll have them laying around. Also covers up that big hole in the middle of the dash so it'll look a lot better. And also I'll work with the rest of the wires in the car. And then if I have time as a bonus, I wanna also start addressing the exterior of the car, which I have to primer some of the parts that I sanded down, and then I have to start putting some paint in there before I can paint the rest of the car. That way it doesn't rust. All of that I have to do it by this weekend because this weekend is gonna be another drift event I'm gonna try to go. I don't know if I'll have enough funds to be able to go to the event and drift, but at least I'll try to have the car ready so I can like show up over there and have fun with the guys. So I'll see you guys later.